welcome to the Kelapo Kitchen. I'm Erin and
I'm Allison.
And we are going to make today a smoked pear grilled cheese with Kelapo coconut oil. So we've had this grilled cheese before, right?
It's really good. We actually served it at Expo East when we attended the Natural Products Expo in Boston this year, and it was a really big hit.
So you found the recipe, right? So tell us where'd you find the recipe and all that stuff?
I originally found the recipe in Fitness Magazine, believe it or not. We altered it a little bit. Of course, put coconut oil instead of butter on the outside of the bread, which just really enhances the flavor. It's so good. And today we're using a little bit different kind of cheese. It works with any of your favorite cheese. Today we're going to use some Havarti and some Gouda, some smoked Gouda. But it's great with cheddar, it's great with Munster, all kinds of options.
So what you need some bread. We're using Ezekiel bread. You need fresh pears. You need a fig jam. You need Kelapo coconut oil, and then the cheese like Allison said. And we did do this recipe at Expo East. So let's start on the recipe here. I'm gonna grab the bread. Allison, do you want to cut a pear for us?
One of these, that one seems right.
All right, so while Allison's cutting,
I'm going to be cutting the pear in kind of thin pieces, maybe about 1/8 of an inch to 1/4 of an inch, so that it'll lay real flat on the bread.
And while she's doing that, I have the Kelapo coconut oil. So coconut oil you can use just like you would use butter on the grilled cheese. So right now it's a nice rollable consistency, so I can take my spatula and it gets on there real good. And we make our sandwiches differently. I like to butter mine up with the coconut oil first, and then I actually put mine butter side or Kelapo coconut oil side down on the griddle first, and then I stack my ingredients. So you may do it differently, because I think, Allison, how do you do it?
I like to build the sandwich and then put the whole sandwich on the griddle and butter the bread or coconut oil the bread once it's already cooking. So either way works.
Right.
Today we'll do Erin's version.
I don't know, I think it gets messier the other way, but I've never done it that way, so we shall see. Okay, so we're gonna do 2 sandwiches.
So we're gonna do cheese first, or we're gonna do fig jam first?
How would you do it?
I'm going to put the cheese on first because I like it to be close enough to the griddle that it gets enough heat to really start melting.
Okay.
So here I've got a piece of Havarti. Make that fit so it doesn't seep out too much. And then I've got a couple of pieces of smoked Gouda. It's going to give our sandwich a nice smoky flavor. Now the caterers in Boston actually smoked the pears before they made the sandwich, which was unbelievable. But I think this with the smoked Gouda is a really great recreation.
You know what we should try? Why don't we try putting a pear on the griddle before we put it on the sandwich and see if that...
Put it right on there?
Yeah, throw it on there and see if that maybe makes it a little softer. You know, if you were doing this outside, if you wanted to grill outside, I'm sure you could just throw that right on the grill and get some nice dark grill marks on it before you put it on the sandwich. Alright, so I'm doing my last piece of bread over here with the coconut oil. So yeah, like we said, we were at Expo East in Boston, which is all about natural products that come out in the stores, so companies can showcase their favorite products. And it's pretty cool because while we were showing coconut, we also got to see all the other new products. So
many great products that we're fortunate enough to get to see before they come to market. Some of them are new from your favorite brands, and some of them are just brand new products, new companies that are just trying to get off the market.
They had Edie's ice cream was there, and who else was there? We were next to Honeybee. We had hydrogenated honey, or what was it? It was like little honey cubes that they weren't
like concentrated
honey, so it didn't get gooey. Who else was there?
I actually discovered this juice that I love. It's a tart cherry juice. And I'm really excited because I just found out that they came out with a tart skinny cherry, so it's like 90 calories instead of the original. I think it's 130.
And so is that just cranberry, or is it like a mix?
No, it's just tart cherry juice, water, and apple juice concentrate. They just use that as a little bit of a sweetener, but this makes a killer cocktail. Or just by itself. I like to add it to smoothies with my coconut oil. A lot of good stuff.
You know, this fig jam is interesting. It kind of looks like can you see this fig jam? It looks like mustard, doesn't it?
A
Almost
little
look
bit, like the grain.
like the stone ground mustard. This we're using bone mammon fig preserves on this, if you can see this. So we have the griddle on warm, so it's starting to melt. Let's see how these pears are doing. Ooh, they're getting nice and soft. I bet this is gonna be really good.
Should I put the other ones on there too?
Yeah, let's do it.
May as well.
Be careful you don't. Ooh, that's hot.
That'll be
Ooh,
good.
you
That'll
can
melt
smell
our
it.
cheese a little bit.
Oh yeah, and you can definitely smell the pears releasing the sugars.
Now normally when I'm cooking with pears or I'm doing anything with pears, I like to do a little lime juice on them to keep from losing their color, from browning too fast. But these are great. You're not going to see them, so you don't have to worry about that this time.
So you know someone else that was at Expo that was really good that I've fallen in love with are Justin's Nut Butters. They are really good, and they have regular peanut butter that's organic, and they have almond butter. They have maple almond butter. Where do we have them? I think we have some of theirs. So you should try this stuff too. It's Justin's Nut Butter. Like I said, classic peanut butter. They also have maple almond butter. And the thing that I really, really love are they have organic peanut butter cups. They're so good. They are made with like cocoa and all different kinds of things, and they are made with fair trade chocolate.
And they have the dark chocolate and the milk chocolate, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they're really good.
They're really, really good.
Better than Reese's.
Yes, I have to
I like
say.
them better than Reese's.
Yes. So we are addicted to those now at the office.
Another really good chocolate peanut butter combination is this company that we discovered at the latest expo that we went to, which was Expo West in Anaheim. And this is the Jers peanut butter bars. They have a couple different flavors. There's the original Incredibar, the Pretzo Changeo, which is like a pretzel bar, and a toffee break, and then these. And they're pretty different from the Justin's peanut butter cups, but I'm just a big chocolate peanut butter fanatic, so I love these things too.
Yes. We always have, so what we do after each expo is we have our little goodie bag of all the samples that we bring back, and we put it in an office here so that we can, when we're getting a craving, go back and pick, oh, this looks good, and we'll try all different kinds of things. It's a lot of fun. Okay, I'm gonna put the rest of these on here so we can get the other side of this bread toasted up nice and good. This is a lot of pear.
We don't have to use it all.
All right, you can just eat those pieces,
Okay,
Allison.
I'm sure they'll be good.
Okay, so we'll put the other piece of bread on top, and again, we use the coconut oil instead of butter. Coconut oil has no trans fat, unlike butter that does have trans fat in it. So here's a little jar of
And
it.
it's a plant-based fat too, right?
Right. So it's a really good product to use. So I like to smush mine down.
You can see that cheese is just starting to melt. Looks really good.
Yeah. So what were some of the comments? Do you remember some of the things people were saying when we were up there?
Oh my
About
gosh,
this smoked
people
pear?
were saying that this was the best thing they ever ate. No joke. They were they were coming back for thirds, fourths, and that's really rare at these things because there's so much food.
Right.
People don't usually have more than just one bite of whatever you're serving.
Right.
So, you know, if they came back for more, that means a lot.
What how did our caterer smoke the pear?
He said he smoked it just like you would smoke pork or any other kind of meat. He just put it in a smoker with the smoker chips. I've never personally smoked any kind of you know, meat or anything like that, but it just gave such a great flavor. It was almost like you could kind of taste what it would be like if it was a smoked pork, maybe like a good meat substitute. I think it'd be a great way for vegetarians to enjoy something like that.
It didn't seem like you had a vegetarian grilled cheese.
It had a lot of substance to it. It was great.
I'm gonna flip these over. Can you smell that?
It smells really good.
That's the coconut oil. It kind of is this like really sweet smell to it.
Tropical.
I'm not a good flipper. Lose stuff on that end.
Let's take these off the grill, or maybe we can flip those over too.
This is good. Did you try
it's good now.
Yeah,
I didn't want to reach onto the grill.
I'm gonna turn our
Let
grill
that
up a
cool
little
for
bit.
a minute, but that must have caramelized the pears a little bit.
Yeah, and you can really taste the sweetness when it's that like that. So we'll let these sit there. So is there anything else that we could talk about from Expo East or West that we saw?
Oh, we always see so many good products. Here's another one that I really like to put into cocktails. I guess it's Friday afternoon, I've got cocktails on the brain, but these stirrings mixes, they make these in all different flavors. You've got Cosmos, martinis, mojitos, and this is my personal favorite. This is their pomegranate martini, and everything's in there. You just mix it with a little bit of vodka and you're good to go. Everything's all natural, which you know I love.
Right, yeah. We try to do everything all natural.
Absolutely.
All right, so we see these babies cooking up.
Oh, I love it. It's got like it almost syrup from the pear. It's
Yeah.
just kind of oozing out.
Look, these ones are...
And flip them over. We can add them to our next batch of sandwiches.
Ooh, yeah, these are browning on, when you do that, they brown a little bit on the edges too, if you want that. All right.
And that juice just thickens up a little bit.
I think these sandwiches are about finished.
Got a nice brown
What do you
color.
think?
They look good.
Flip it one more time for good measure.
See, the cheese is starting to hold everything together. I would even maybe do another layer of cheese.
Oh yeah,
I like
do it on
cheese.
both sides. I know you do. Is that your favorite? One of your favorite foods, right?
I don't know if I could live without it. I think that'd be the one thing keeping me from being vegan. I don't know if I could do without cheese.
All right. So I'm going to take our sandwiches off here. Oh, this is really
Cut into that.
good. Sure.
And come on in and see how everything really came together.
Put it up here for you to see. It's not very colorful. We have some of the same colors on there, but this sandwich is delicious.
And this would make a great party appetizer too, to cut these up in little pieces and just serve that.
You could probably do it with toothpicks, like what we did at the expo. We just stuck some toothpicks in it, and people went crazy for them.
Absolutely. And who doesn't love grilled cheese?
I'm gonna cut this one too, so we can try. Try
This
it.
pear.
Pear's
Mm.
good.
You know, that's such a good idea with pears that aren't quite ripe. These pears were still pretty new.
Right.
They could have done another day or so. But if you don't have time to put them in a paper bag and ripen them up, just toss them on the grill like this, and that soften that right up, and it's ready to eat.
Would you like to try?
Of
This
course.
is the best part.
Mm.
I'm making a mess.
Mm-hmm.
It's too good not to.
It's almost got like a honey flavor.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's from the pears. It's really good.
I don't know.
Well, we're
Delicious.
gonna enjoy the rest of this. But thank you so much for watching.
And we will have some more recipes for you. And if, as always, you can send us your recipes, and we'll make them on air, and we can try them out. So,
See ya.
Bye.